Well, good evening, everyone. It is Catfish, and I'm going to run a special tonight. Catfish Tyler running a late night special for this weekend and wishing you all an extended weekend. And so, for this extended weekend, we're going to do a late night and close this out here at 8 o'clock. So, let's let Cat take over. Well, I'll be back later. All right, everybody. Hello, welcome. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your presence. I know there's other places you could spend your time, but I'm going to show you a few things here. I think you'll be having some fun with seeing, and that is what's going on. And of course, SoFi is running, and we have a great close. We're up green even in the after hours. This was to be expected, and I'm going to have to try to keep it down here, folks, a little bit because I have my little granddaughter here staying with us. Maisie. And so we're here and we're going to be quiet while we do tonight's broadcast. And I'm going to have to turn this volume down on the speaker perhaps so we don't get any echo at all. There we go. That might remove any that might be here. I want to thank you for being here with me this evening. And we're going to bring this screen down and we're going to look at some things. And hey, what do you know? A Friday green again. And I am not surprised one single bit by this at all, folks. And there's a lot of folks that tune into me between 6 and 7, and I want to let you know right now I'm gonna celebrate with you on this weekend how we produced. Congratulations and cheers to all of you. And folks, for those of you that don't get to watch me during the daytime, I just want to run by these numbers with you here real quick. I've been tracking on this historical data chart right here all the way back to this date right over here is what I'm going to show you folks that are new to me. And that is this date here, November the 1st, when they beat the street. Okay. And this was November 1st, 2022, reporting the third quarter earnings and beating the street. And I went back and calculated what had happened if you owned 100 shares for 544 a share, which it was on that day that before they announced the day before it closed at 544 a share. The next day it went up 15.9% on the great earnings report. Actually went up, believe it or not, to 647 the next day, which was the October 31st was Halloween night that it closed at 544. And the next day on November 1st went up to 647 for a gain of $1.03, 15.9% up. And then it dropped from that date. 8 days later, it was down, folks, from 647 to, look at that number, 494. Yike. 23% drop, $1.53. Boom. Then after that, you wait 6 days and it had gone from 494 back up to $6.13 in 6 days. Folks, that is a 19.41% increase. Stick with me, folks. It gets even better. Then after that, they had a run down from 613 on 1115 to 12/7. So 3 weeks, roughly 3 weeks to go from 613 back down to the lowest this has ever been at 424. So I'm giving you the history on this, and you can confirm every bit of it by going back to these numbers right here. And you can change even the parameters here. It allows you to change and start with the date right there. You can start with the date 10/29. So you get ahead a couple days of the date I'm starting here at. I started on 10/31. But anyway, so you can change the date to confirm what I'm saying is what all 100%. So from there, at the 424 low, the lowest it's ever been, it went up from February 7th to, I'm sorry, December 7th to February 2nd. So a month and 2.5 weeks, it went from 424 up $4 to a 48.54% gain, folks. 426. And again, if I go all the way back here, I might get to that. There we go, 426. And you see what I'm saying? And maybe we can catch it for March, April. Here we go. Yeah. What did I say? 426. Boom, let's get to it. There it is, 426. Is that it? April 26th, 566 low. That's what I have, 426, 566 low. But we got to go back even 12/7 to 22. So you can see February 2nd. Here it is. Here we go. Boom. This will be it. Good. Look at this, folks. 12/7. That would be December 7th. Look at this. 424. I'm confirming this. The numbers I'm going with here. 424 up to what? A 30 to 824, and that took from 12/7 to 2/2. So February 2nd, February 2nd. Here you'll see it. There it is, 824. And then how long from it? That was a 48% gain, folks. And then it went from there, from 824 down to 566 on 426. So February, March, and April 26th. You'll see what I'm saying is true. Here's the number right here in front of you. There you go. 630. What am I at? April 26th, 566. I have it for the low right there. Boom. I picked the low, and that was and there from that was a 31% drop from the 824 to 566. You see this thing being worked each way, big swings, folks. Then from 566, it only went up on May the 1st earnings to 654. That was the smallest gain, and that was only a 13.45% gain. And after that, folks, 654, May 1st earnings call. We know what happened the next 4 days, all the way down to 459. And the thing had dropped right then 29.88%. Right? And that was in 4 days. So see these massive swings, folks. I'm showing you this because this is one of the best stocks to be in if you can just hold for 3 weeks, right? 3 weeks or month and a half at the most to get a major nice swing to the one way or the other, right? And some of these are swinging in 4 and 5 days. From that number right there, 459, how long did it take for it to go up to 560? Well, it took 6 days. Here it is, 560 for the high, boom, right there. And then from 560, it dropped all the way down to Chiaverini Day on May the 15th, 445. That's Chia Pansy Day. And from 445, how long did it take? I've shown you this before. That was a 29% drop, by the way, from that figure I just showed you down to that 445. And then from 445, man, the thing skyrocketed to 1023 in less than 1 month. Here's the number. I show people this, but some people are new to it. So I like them to see that and confirm what the numbers I'm showing them. There it is, June 14th, from May 15th to June 14th, less than 1 month. Up how much? 56.5% on that jump right there. To be yanked back from 1023 on that. How long did it take? From 614 to 623, folks. 7 days back down to 771 right there. Look at that. Folks, that's a massive 24.63% gain or drop, I should say, but depends on who's doing what with it, right? Cha-ching, either time. Oh my gosh. From there, folks, it made a move from 771 all the way back up to what and how long? 1013 right there in 2 weeks. 2 weeks to go back up to 1013, a 23.88% gain. Hope you're starting to get the picture fully now, folks. And from 23.88%, look at that. It took only 8 days from 719 to 727 to go all the way from that 1013 back down to 894. I'm showing you this because, folks, that is also a massive. And then you get from 894 on 727 to the earnings date 731. They just did the earnings date, went to 1170, a gain of 23.59% from that low. And from there, where did they take it down to? 789 in 2 weeks. All these numbers are 100% verifiable. There's the 1170, and then here's your 789, folks. You can see it right there. These numbers all pan out to buying and selling at every high and low, a gain of 493% I came up with. Of course, you got to pay on the shorted shares. You got to pay the interest, and of course, you got to pay a lot of taxes. But that's on 100 shares. You would have changed 100 shares at $544 into right now over $21,885. Cha-ching. If it could just hit every high and low, right? But the thing is, it's my belief that there are a lot of hedge funds and big institutions stuff that do hit every high and low because they create them, is what I get at. So they're really they're making a massacre on the shoulders of retailers, by swinging it this much back and forth because it's the resistance point. They know at 30%, people just give in. Once they break that 30% resistance for the most part, then it just mysteriously turns around. The next thing you know, it's not gone 30% back up, but 30 and 30 up above that. It's up 60. It's a 60. It's a nice big move, 60%. Each time these swings, folks, down and up, you're talking 60% average. The average swing, if you average out all 19 of these, is the average swing is 25.48% from each high to each low, folks, just so you know. And there you go. That's why you tune in here. I want to thank you for being here. That's what I wanted to show you right here today. I think it's important to understand that right now we're in the middle of a swing going back up, but we've only gained off the 789 low right now about 12%, I believe. The 789 low that we saw. Let me just go over here real quick because I get accused of being too long on here things sometimes, but it's so exciting. But I want to go down here and make sure. Yep, 789. So 789, and we're right now at where are we? 880. Let's look at this. 8.80 minus, and we know what that is. Obviously, equals time divided by 8. We got to start by 8.80 equals times 100 equals. We're up 10.34% now. And that's the minimum we've ever gone up. The minimum we ever went up was 11.4%. That's the minimum. Yep, I tracked it all out, folks, for you just there so you can see. So if you just want to take 11.4%, you might be getting close there. But the 11.4% was when it went from the $10.13 down to $8.94. That was the lowest drop so far. All right. So there you go. I just wanted to show you all that. And how can you not be happy with seeing what I was talking about coming true? And that is after this low was achieved, look how many days in a row with a higher high. Right? Here we go. There's one, two out of three out of four, three out of five, barely 3 out of 6, 4 out of 7, 5 out of 8, 6 out of 9, 7 out of 10. And folks, I want to let you know that's almost identical to what we had here. And this is why I'm saying history often repeats itself. Here we go. There's one day down. So that's 1 out of 2. And then that's, uh, let's see, zero. 0 out of 1 really is what it is. So zero, we'll start from here where it starts going up. 1 out of 1, just to give them the benefit of this. All right. Even though it dropped on the 15th. No, actually, I'm not going to. This doesn't count. So 0 out of 1, 1 out of 2 up, and then 2 out of 3 up, and then down barely again, 2 out of 3. So we'll give them 2 out of 4, and then 3 out of 5, 4 out of 6, and then we had a drop, 4 out of 7, then 5 out of 8, 6 out of 9, and 7 out of 10. You see this? It's identical, folks. I just want you to see. And don't be surprised if from 603, the close there, and an open of 17 cents. Wouldn't it be something to see this open up 17 cents over the close today, folks? Let's just see what that would be. 17 cents from 879 close. So that would be 880 and 7 would be 897, 896 open Monday, Tuesday, because it's extended weekend. So congratulations, happy extended weekend. Enjoy your vacation. I want you all to be safe out there. I want to say thank you very much for taking a look at this. And there's just one last thing I want to do. And I've shown people this during the daytime when I'm up live. And make sure you go over and click on the notification to know when the lowest price of the day is. That's usually when I come in. I try to catch the low on each price each day. And there's a lot of other stocks that we're tracking that have been very profitable that you could have gotten in with me with the same time at SOFI and doubled your money on, including this one here, and that's RBT. I've already explained to many why I like it so much, but the biggest reason is because when I get to the statistics on this stock and I go over to how many people are holding it, the number of shares held by insiders, 63% up here, folks, top. And here, look by the institutions, 82%. How can you have 63% of the shares being held by
insiders and 82% held by institutions. So I said I'm going to get in on this at 32 cents, which I did, and I encouraged others to do it. And look at that run up today, another 9% gain, folks. When a company is contained and run by and held by so many of the insiders and institutions, you got to catch on to that. Look at the opportunity there and watch this chart on this one. And here's another one I've been telling you about. Agro, AGRO. These are the ones I'm going to close out for you to maybe take a look at on Tuesday. And so have a great weekend, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being with me. Those of you who started coming aboard when I started early on, about 2.5 months ago now, on this stock when it was in the 475 range. And I want to thank you for being here, and doubling your money is what we're planning on doing, even from this number we are at. And I believe it has the potential to do that sooner than people think. There are a few analysts that are calling for 16, including one very good one on Truist. And I think he's more in line with where this is going, especially on some great news. And look what's happening now in after hours, folks, as we start to close it out. Let's go to the bell. It is now 8.85 a share, folks. We are up 6 cents. Congratulations to those that I told you we're going to see a pop on Tuesday, because I believe we will. Very, very strong possibility of that. The NASDAQ, folks. I would show you, this will have to be the last thing, and I'm going to be done. I'm trying to be quiet. I can't. I'm so excited about this stock. It's hard to be quiet on it. Folks, here's what I want to show you. Look at the drop here on January 30th, right there, the first, after the end of the month, the first month of the year. Look at this drop from 1206 down to 11138. That was an 800 something point drop. Then it popped from there up 20%. Look at this drop. This happens to be identical, 14,316 to 13,290. That's 1,100 point drop, and identical to this one here, 11,461 down to 10,466. It's almost identical. This is the biggest. This is the one that's identical. 12,112 down here to 10,321. 900. Folks, see these drops every time we're seeing pops. So this looks very encouraging for me, and that's how I'm going to close it out. Overall, I think the whole market looks good. I have a good feeling about things, and everybody else who's talking down and naysayers, hey, I wouldn't want to be shorting this stock. That's all I can tell you. So that's it for today. I want to thank you for being here. We're going to go back, make this a bigger screen. I appreciate it very much. And thank you for liking this video. Thank you for subscribing, all that have. I went over today, look at my analytics, and what do you know? I have 901 subscribers. I am now 99 away from 1,000, which is, as you know, is one of my goals. So don't forget, if you like this type of information and other stocks that I'm showing that are running up and making good money, come on over again. Make sure you hit the subscription button, the notification, and that you like and share. And that's all I ask of you. And I do have some music online, Spotify, all the websites out there, Apple Music, Google Play, over 60 songs originals that I wrote and performed with people from all over the country. So come check them out. That's all I'm going to say. Shameless plug. All right, who's going to close this out? I'll tell you who's going to close it out. It's going to be the big cat is going to close this out. So we're going to swing over here and we're going to find King Cat. Boom, there he is. And he's going to close it out, ladies and gentlemen. We just want to say thank you for being here tonight. And we're going to get on our way and enjoy a great extended weekend, which we so well deserve. And we all know that. We work hard for our money. And folks, thank you for being here today and watching this video. And thank you for liking, sharing, and all the things you do. And we hope that you have, as always, a lot of happiness in your life. And that you're prosperous, of course. And of course, that you are healthy. That's the main thing. Eat good foods and get exercise. And that's going to be it for us. The last thing we want to say is we hope you're surrounded with love. And I'm going to get on out of here. Me and King Cat going to have a great weekend. And I hope you do too, everybody. Bye-bye. And hey, have a safe, wonderful time this weekend with your family and friends. See ya.